This is our fifth in a series on the attributes of God, and today I'd like to talk about the attribute of God's sovereignty. And I looked up in the dictionary some definitions for sovereignty. One is supreme power, also freedom from external control, and also controlling influence. And that's what God is, is the supreme power in all the universe. He's a creator. Nothing happens that he hasn't caused or allowed, and he's in control of everything. Nothing surprises him. God, there's never anything that can happen that surprises God. He knows all before it ever happens. And I just want to share some verses, some scripture. Will be in Job for all my scripture today. The first verse I want to share is Job 23:13. It says, and this is Job talk, said, "But he is in one mind, and who can turn him? And what his soul desireth, even that he doeth." So, whatever God decides he wants to do, he's going to do it. And, he doesn't have to ask permission. It's all up to him. The next scripture I want to go to is Job chapter 12. I'm going to read verses 12 through 25. And again, this is Job speaking about God. It says, "With the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength. He hath counsel and understanding. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built. He shutteth up a man, and there can be no opening. Behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. He looseth the bonds of the kings, and girdeth their loins with a girdle. He leadeth princes away spoiled, and overthroweth the mighty. He removeth away the speech of the trusty, and taketh away the understanding of the aged. He poureth contempt upon princes, and weakeneth the strength of the mighty. He discovereth the deep things out of darkness, and bringeth out to light the shadow of death. He increaseth the nation, and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations, and straighteneth them again. He taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth, and causeth them to wander in the wilderness where there is no way. They grope in the dark without light, and he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man." So God, God is in control. We may think things are going crazy in our world sometimes, but God is still in control. He's allowed leaders to be put in place. He's allowed, things to happen, or he's caused things to happen. Nothing is out of his scope and out of his knowledge, without his knowledge. The next scripture I want to go to is chapter 33, verse 13. And again, this is Job speaking. He's speaking about God. "Why dost thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any of his matters." So God, does whatever he pleases to do, and no matter what we as humans may think, it's still, he's the creator, and he's in charge, and what he does, is what he does. And the last scripture I want to use is chapter 42, verse 2. And it is, "I know that thou canst do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from thee." So, God's sovereignty is a comfort to me. Some people may think that he's tough, and but You know, it's a comfort to know that He's sovereign and in control of everything. And, you know, I may think the world, feel like things are falling apart or whatever in my life. I can, you know, read the scripture and see that God is still in control. And I hope this has been a blessing to you, talking about God's sovereignty. And I thank you all for tuning in and joining me. Thank you.